Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Theoretical Doctor Audio Blogs. In this video, I will be sharing my experience as a house officer during the night shift in the gynecology ward in the ONG department. The link to the article of this audio blog is available in the description below if you would prefer to read on it instead. Otherwise, let's begin. Finally, the last of the on-night shift in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynaecology, Sarawak General Hospital. The gynecology ward is situated in a separate building, quite a distance from the maternity wards and the labor ward, and is also the ward where my seniors mentioned that we are able to sleep through the night once everything settles down. Sadly, that was not the case for me. I did my rotation in gynecology during my last days in the ONG department. I was allocated there for 2 weeks before they shifted me back into the maternity pool. However, I did a number of night shifts in the gynecology ward. The on-night shift in gynecology is the same as the night shift in maternity, which is from 7 p.m. till 9 a.m. the following day. Similarly, upon our arrival to the gynecology ward, we are expected to take picture of the admission board and upload it in the MOHO WhatsApp group as well as the total patient count. This is then followed by receiving handover from the long day house officers and to start reviewing. The beds that we would review are usually beds situated in the acute bay. Patients who are admitted and yet to be seen by the medical officers in the emergency department or labor ward. Next, we will wait for the medical officers to come and do their on-call review. Just like in the maternity ward, we usually do not review the patients again with the specialist unless specifically asked by the specialist. For the rest of the night onwards, would be helping out with Plan D of the patients, which are planned discharges. Some patients would require the Plan D to be typed as they are long-staying patients or their case is rather complicated. This is followed by taking of the coming morning bloods as well as attending to any acute issues. Usually, the amount of coming morning bloods in gynecology ward is extremely less or sometimes none. Thus, when all necessary plans are completed, most of us would proceed to sleep. Sounds good, right? This is of course an ideal night. However, things may not necessarily go according to plan. As I mentioned earlier, this was during my seniors time. My experience as a gynae on night was different as we experienced a shortage of house officers during that time. It was the transition period for certain batches of house officers. Thus, many applied for leaves towards the end of the posting. There were only a total of 4 house officers during the night shift. One allocated to maternity 1 and maternity 3, another to maternity 2, and one to labor ward, who will be in charge of the PAC as well. Thus, who will be the OT or the operating theater house officer? The answer is the gynae ward house officer. A typical night for me in the gynae ward would be me going to the gynae ward to update the patient count on WhatsApp and to leave my bag, followed by rushing into the maternity OT or the main OT to scrub in and assist in any cesarean cases or operating cases. In between, I would go out of the OT and return to gynae ward if there are no cases being called, only to have myself called again. Thus, what about the on-call reviews? I do not complete it. The patients will definitely be seen by the on-call medical officer but without the house officer. I would only return to complete the active job list, if any, or to help update. If I am unable to, the staff nurses would contact labor ward directly. This will continue until morning around 7 a.m. Then, as usual, I will be summoned in a group to help with any discharges or stat bloods or simple referrals such as pharmacy referrals or physiotherapist referrals. Finally, at 9 a.m., I returned home. Personally, I did not really prefer the gynecology ward. However, the thing that I did enjoy was being able to assist in the operating theater, which I would choose any day over being in the labor ward. What I did not prefer was having to change every time from OT and back to ward and vice versa. I prefer to remain statically in charge of just one place. Nonetheless, it was a good experience. Thank you for listening to this audio blog. Do stay tuned for more, which will be available every Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Remember to click on the subscribe button as well as the bell button so you won't miss out on any upcoming audio blogs.